Careful with that decanter, Reverend. If it had opinions, it would have lawyered up.
If I would have known.
If I had known. Third conditional, we reserve would for the main clause, which states the result of that condition.
Very good. If I had known earlier, things might have been different.
Exactly. The third conditional mourns the past. If I had locked the study, he would have lived. That sort of thing. Whereas the second conditional toys with the present. If I were innocent, I would sleep. Are you sleeping?
Like a baby in a manger.
You can switch the parts, by the way. I would sleep if I were innocent. Same meaning, different choreography. However, note that when you move the if clause to the end, you remove the comma that separates the clauses.
You make grammar sound like liturgy.
Both reward correct responses. Start at the beginning. After dinner, if you had stayed in the drawing room, you would not have missed anything.
If I had stayed, I would have missed everything. I went to the chapel, I told you.
So you did. Then why are you eyeing the decanter as if absolution were inside?
Fidgeting. If a man were nervous, he would fidget.
Good. Neat second conditional. Now the past again. If you had known what exactly?
If I had known about the almonds before the quarter, I would have warned him.
Before the quarter? 10:14. We only heard about bitter almonds after the body was found. From Dr. Tibbet. How very forearmed of you.
I meant if I had known at any time, in general.
Almonds in general are harmless. Almonds in particular could be incriminating. Do you smell them?
No. Perhaps a ghost of pastry. The kitchen had frangipane. If I had smelled.
If you had smelt poison, you would have run to the study. But you were at your sprinting psalm, alone, except for Mrs. Paetner and God.
They are excellent company.
Then let us leave heaven aside and consult the clock. If you had been in the corridor at 10:12, you would have heard the argument in the study. Did you?
I did not stay. If I had been there, I would have intervened.
About funds and threats. If you had balanced the restoration ledger, Havisham would not have menaced you.
If I had studied harder at seminary, my accounts would have pleased the angels.
Reverend, that almond slipped out like a sin. If I had known before the quarter, that is not grief, that is foreknowledge.
If I had said nothing, you would have left me in peace.
Regrettably, yes, that is almost certainly true. But you did say something, and now I wonder, who told you? Dr. Tibbet? Or did you stand in the doorway, sniff, and skulk away?
If I were the sort of man who skulks, I would deny it very bravely.
And yet you are not denying it. You are conjugating. If someone had tampered with the port, we would have tasted despair at the table. We did not. Therefore the glass, not the bottle. Therefore access, not hospitality.
Then what do you want from me?
A simple, penitent conditional. If I had told Havisham he was being watched, he would have been careful. Did you tell him?
No, if I had warned him, he would have mocked me. He always did.
And if you had confessed your reallocations, he might have spared you the sermon in print.
Or he might have nailed me to it. If you were a merciful man, you would let me mend the roof and my error.
If I were a priest, perhaps, I am merely the professor. If you had chosen candour earlier, you would have saved yourself this conversation.
If I had known anything worth knowing, I would have used it well.
Let us hope so, for your sake and for the roof.